I had a dream that I had an interview with God. I looked at the incredible beauty of a sunset and thought about what God must be like. I had learned about God in my Sunday school classes, my Bible studies, and services at church, but I wanted to really know who God was. What was he like? I had one big question I wanted to ask. I turned towards him, but I could not look at him because he dwelt in unapproachable light. So I simply cried out, "God, who are you?" He answered me from his word. "I am the eternal God who has been from the beginning. I am God, and there is none other. I am God, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times, things not yet done. I am the unsearchable God. My judgments and ways are past finding out. My wisdom and knowledge are deep. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. There are things in this world that only I can know. I have knowledge of all things. I am a God who exists everywhere. There is nowhere that you can go to hide from my presence. If you ascend to heaven, I am there. If you descend to hell, behold, I am there. If you take to the wings of the morning, or go to the depths of the sea, I am there as well. I am a jealous God. I desire that my people worship no other God but me. I am a consuming fire who demands loyalty. I am intensely concerned with the welfare of my people. I am jealous for their devotion. I am a holy God. No one is holy like me, for there is none besides me, nor is there any rock like me. Therefore I require my people to be holy, as I am holy, that they offer themselves as living sacrifices, holy and acceptable to me. I am a God who is glorious. No one can see my glory and not be changed. I gave you a glimpse of my glory through my Son, Jesus Christ. And you beheld my glory, the glory of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. But you rejected my glory, have sinned, and have fallen short of it. Therefore I am also a just and righteous God. I, the Lord, speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. I am the rock. My work is perfect, for all my ways are justice. I am a God of truth and without injustice. I am upright and righteous. And because I am righteous, I must punish unrighteousness. I am a just judge, and I am angry with the wicked. I will judge the earth, and I will by no means clear the guilty. But I am also a God of love. I love this world and the people who inhabit it so much that I sent my only Son to die and to take the punishment that they deserved for their unrighteousness, that whoever believes in him might not perish, but have everlasting life. I made him who knew no sin to be sin for you, that you might become righteous like me through him. All you must do is confess your sins, and I will be faithful and just to forgive you your sins and cleanse you from all unrighteousness. This is love. Not that you love me, but that I love you and sent my Son to be a substitute for your sins. And I am a God of mercy. My mercy is from everlasting to everlasting, and they are new every morning. I show mercy to those who fear me. Whoever confesses and forsakes his sins will have mercy from me. And I am faithful to the promises that I make. Great is my faithfulness. You can hold fast to the confession of your hope without wavering, for I have promised, and I am faithful. I am the God of peace, and I will sanctify you completely. Your whole spirit, soul, and body will be preserved blameless at the time of my Son's return. I am he who called you. I am faithful, and I will do it. When God had finished speaking, I had no choice but to sit in awe and wonder at how he had described himself. But I needed to see a sign of who God was. I needed to see him for myself. If God truly was who he said he was, then there definitely could be no other God like him. Who could compare to him? I tried to reason it out in my mind. I tried to grasp his infinite wisdom and the depth of his knowledge, but my mind was soon overcome. So I looked at the great mountains, and I saw the genius of his handiwork. I looked at the stars in the sky, and I couldn't even begin to grasp how big he was. I looked through the pages of history and could not find a time when he was not present. I looked in each and every corner of the earth and realized that there was nowhere that I could go to hide from his presence. Not even my own thoughts and heart was a place where he could not be. I looked at my own heart and saw how I had not given him the praise that he was due. I had not thanked him for my life, my breath, and my being. I saw how different he was from the rest of everything. He was truly holy, set apart, a step above everything that was created. I knew that I had not lived a holy life, as he is holy. I read of Moses, who had seen God's glory firsthand, and how it forever changed him. I knew that I had indeed fallen short of God's glory by my sin. I saw how Jesus was the manifestation of God's glory here on earth, sent to us to show us who God was. I looked at Jesus, and I saw God's righteousness. I saw his perfection and his goodness. I saw my own sin, how I deserved punishment for transgressing God's law. I deserved God's justice for falling short of his glory. I deserved death, the wages for my sin. But then I saw God's love, in that he sent Jesus to take the punishment that I so richly deserved. I saw how God demonstrated his love for me, that he laid down his life for me. Then he made Jesus, who knew no sin, to be my sin, so that I might be righteous. I had never before seen such a demonstration of love. I saw how God has mercifully sustained me in all that I do. He has spared me from death and has brought me to life. I can now know true happiness and true peace through his mercy. I looked back on my own life and was able to see God's faithfulness to me in so many different ways. He was faithful to save me, faithful to deliver me, and remains faithful to sustain me through my life. And after I had seen how good God is, and had seen how who he is everything that I desire, there was nothing left for me to say. I had no other option but to bow before him and worship. Truly, there is no other God like him. God is my God.